Hi everyone, Sunny here. God just gave me a powerful vision and I just wanted to share it with all of you. So let me give you the setup for this vision, okay? It's a battle arena, very desolate and barren place. And in this arena is God, the enemy, and me. And so God and the enemy are fighting and I'm watching them fight, right? And so God starts to narrate the vision and he says, when it comes down to spiritual attack, a lot of times you don't even know, that I have been fighting on your behalf way before you realized that someone or something was attacking you. So before your boss started getting on your back, before you got into debt, before you got into this negative relationship, I was already fighting the enemy on your behalf and actually holding them back away from you. That's number one. So when we acknowledge that we're getting attacked, that doesn't mean that the actual fight started at the point of our realization. Okay? So God is fighting the enemy, and then all of a sudden God calls the fight. He tells the enemy, he says, you know what? I'm stopping. Yep, I'm stopping because I'm going to bring forth another who is guaranteed to beat you. So the enemy starts to laugh and he says, if you're the almighty and powerful God and you quit, who could you possibly bring before me to beat me? And I'm sitting on the mountaintop and I'm like, yeah, God, who are you going to get? Who's going to beat the enemy? I'm looking. And God looks straight at me and he says, come forth, daughter. And so I come into the arena with him and the enemy. And he looks at me. And the enemy looks at me and he starts to laugh. And he says, how is this mere child going to beat me? God looks at me and he says, don't pay attention to what the enemy is saying. You are going to win this fight. So I need you to believe in yourself because you're going to win it. You're going to win it all. So with this loving look in his face, and God goes to the mountaintop where I was previously standing, and now he's observing me and the enemy. But before we start to fight in battle, God tells the enemy to take a couple of minutes to get himself together. God told me that before he stopped the fight, the enemy was at half strength. And so I said, God, why are you allowing the enemy to regain his strength? Wouldn't it be easier for me to defeat him if he was at half strength? And God told me, he says, of course it would be easier. But what would it benefit you to beat the enemy at half strength? Why would you want to take the easy way out when it comes to battle? He says, I called you into battle because I want to let you know that I cannot fight it for you and I can't win it for you. I want you to work. I want you to work hard. I want you to give it all that you got. So it's not fair for you to be at full strength fighting an enemy who is at half strength. It's easier, but it's not beneficiary. I said, okay. So now I'm scared now because I'm like, okay, the enemy was already kind of scary at half strength. Now he's at complete strength. And then that's when we start to doubt. God, I'm not ready. God, I don't know if I'm ready to, completely kick this habit. I don't know if I'm ready to leave this relationship. I don't know if I can keep working at this job another day. God, I don't know. I'm not ready. And God looks at us with the utmost love and confidence and says, you can do this. You can win this. So it's kind of an insult to the enemy if you look at it. He allows the enemy to get at full strength because he wants the enemy to know that when he's beaten at full strength, who the victory really belongs to. We're not going to take the easy way out. God doesn't train us to take the easy way out. But what I've learned is we have to trust our trainer. God is the one who trains us how to pray. God is the one who trains us how to think positively. God is the one who trains us on how to roll with the punches in the fight. So as long as you trust the one who trains you, why can't you win? If God has all power in his hands and he's defeating and he's fighting and he's victorious and you're his child, that means that you also have that same power. It's just that I find that a lot of people, they may have power, but they don't have confidence. And if you're not confident in your power that God gave you, then it's useless against the enemy in battle. So when you're battling the enemy, God tells me, He showed me that one of the reasons why He wants the enemy at full strength is so that He can push you with everything that He has. Sometimes the enemy pushes us so far up against the wall that we have no choice but to tap into that inner supernatural power that God has placed within His children. And once that switch is turned on, it's on. There's no turning it off. I mean, and I know that you can think of a situation where the enemy has beaten you down so much, it's like, you know what, whatever, let's go. Let's go. I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of being disrespected. I'm tired of living my life this way. I'm tired of drugs taking over my life. I'm tired of working this job that I can't stand. You know what? God, you done mess with my health. You done mess with my money. You done mess with my friends. You okay? Let's go. Bring it. Bring it. Because there's nothing else that you can do to me than what you've already done. So if we about to pull out all the stops and you about to mess with every aspect of my life, well, let's throw down then. That's the type of attitude that God wants you to bring in battle. It's not that I'm not ready, I don't know, I'm not sure. God wants the enemy to be at full power, because if the enemy is at full power, that means he will push you to your limit. And that's God's plan. That's what the enemy can't see. God wants you to be pushed. He wants you to be pressed. And how you experience it is, God, I can't take it anymore. God, every time I turn around, something is happening. That's the enemy pushing you to your limit. And God stands upon the mountaintop looking down confidently, because He's just saying, wait for it. Wait for it. Yep, push her a little bit more. Have one more friend turn her back on her. Yep, yep, just one more drink. Just one more trip to jail. Just one more, slash paycheck, one more layoff, one more surgery. Keep on pushing her. Because she going to come back. He going to come back with a vengeance. And I'm going to sit up here and say, that is my child winning this fight. So I just think it's so amazing how much confidence that God has in us. I think it's amazing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. No matter what battle that you're in, no matter how much the enemy is pushing on you, there's a plan behind that that the enemy can't see. Let him push you. Let him press you, because he is going to tap into something supernatural that he will not be able to come against, and that power is from the Father. So believe, have confidence in the power that God gave you, and know that God only trains champions. So no matter what you're going through, you're going to win it, because God built you tough. He built you for the fight, and you are going to win. You're going to win it all. So be encouraged and just enjoy your day and fight strong. Bye.